Hello and welcome everyone to the AGISEC web series, which stands for Acting for Inclusive and Ecological Sport. It is presented by AGISEC, the project's mascot. Hello, my name is AGISEC and I'm 22 years old. I'm from planet Erasmus and I live in the city of freedom of expression. My skin colors are yellow and blue, the colors of my planet. In this documentary series, we'll find out what people on Earth are doing in favor of human rights and dialogue between cultures. This web series was produced as part of an Erasmus Plus sport partnership with CPs in Sicily, Italy, and the PESAC-based associations represented by USSAP, Boxing Section, and Aux Couleurs du Débat. This project is co-funded by the European Union. The views and opinions expressed are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect those of the European Union or the European Executive Agency for Education and Culture, EACEA. Neither the European Union nor the EACEA can be held responsible for them. Delilah will be our reporter. This episode presents the second event of the AGISEC project entitled Inclusion in Action. Let's take a look behind the scenes. The young people are working on the design of their event stands.
For all those who didn't come, you missed Ibtisami's cookies. We ate everything. There were drinks and crisps. Here we see the activity in Thing mode. Here it's in Kava le Bled mode.
We don't work here, we dance here.
Young people test their game. The young people involved in this event include Ibtisami, Matteo, Adem, Ryan, Neila, Norfall, Michael, Jonathan, and Bakari. Now let's take a look at the results. Let's go for the second event. Adele presents the event to the public. Ibtisame and Matteo manage the game table and remind the participants that they must form teams and give them names. When a team is ready, it can roll the dice, move forward on the game board, and then go to the corresponding stand. The first team has to go to the disability stand run by Michael. Jonathan and Norfall's stand involves blindfolded players discovering smells and objects. In this video, players have to find objects by just touching them. seems easy enough, but this last player can't figure out that the object is a small decorative candle. Let's move on to Bakari and Ryan's stand. They are offering tests where teams have 1 minute to answer the questions. Let's go to see Michael's stand on disabilities. Well, apparently the team didn't give the right answer to the question. Now they're trying to work out which disability the official pictograms correspond to. Mind you, there's no such thing as an intellectual disability. It's called a mental disability. Well, the team did find the hearing, visual, and physical disabilities. Now Bakari speaks in front of the camera.
Hello everyone, welcome to the AGISEC event. We've just finished the first part of the event, which went really well. Now we're going to move on to part 2E, which is the Forum Theatre. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Let's go.
Do you know what forum theatre is? In this type of theatre, the actors act out a conflict based on discrimination and the audience can intervene to resolve the conflict. In this first scene, at a shop checkout, a female customer refuses to give way to a male disabled customer.
Hello,
Good morning.
Excuse me, madam. I'm disabled. Can I go before you?
but where's your wheelchair, sir?
I have an invisible disability. I'm visually impaired.
Well, that's not my problem. I'm at the checkout and I was there before you. So no.
Look, madam, I have an invisible disability. Can I go before you, please?
But how did you get here if you have an invisible disability? I just don't understand it.
Listen, I'm walking, and thank you.
Sir, can I see your disability card, please?
Yes, of course.
Madam, being partially sighted is a disability like any other, so it makes sense.
But that's not my concern. If he's visually impaired, how did he do to get here? Can't you see me?
But madam, if he's visually impaired, it's because he can't see properly, that's all.
I put my stuff down before him, so it's not my problem. Are you going to defend him now?
But of course I'm going to defend him, he's got a card. Because he doesn't have a real handicap? What do you consider a real disability? Does being in a wheelchair have to be a real disability? But you're sick.
But there are some disabilities that are worse than others.
Madame, no disability is worse than another. We're in France, and France has laws, and the law says that if he has his card, he must go in front of you.
It's not my problem. I was there before, so I'll pass.
I can't let this go. I'll call security.
So call security, go ahead.
That's what I did.
The scene stops at this conflict. The actors replay the scene a second time, allowing the audience to intervene at any time and thus become spect actors. The person who enters the scene must try to change the story to bring about a positive outcome. She can replace an actor or create a new character. Yannick, an audience member in a wheelchair, asked to join the show as a new customer. Through his intervention, he hopes to highlight the rights of people with disabilities.
I was before him. It's not a big deal, it's fine. He'll just have to wait a bit longer, that's all. I've only got one article.
Madam, I've only got one article too.
Madam, whether you have one article, 2 articles or 3 articles, the law obliges you to let it pass.
And what are you going to do?
Don't worry, sir. I'll call security. This lady is stubborn. It's the only thing to do.
I think it's a good idea.
In the audience, Matteo raised his hand to say that he would like to join the stage as a security guard.
Madam, if you carry on like this, you'll have to leave and put your articles back.
I don't have to put my items back. I was here before him.
Should I call another security guard?
Either you let him pass or I'll have to kick you out of the shop.
Look, don't worry. Just get me out of the shop if it's like this.
Okay, go on off.
In this new scene, a man tells a friend that he's annoyed with his wife because, even though she works, he thinks it's her job to cook.
Brother, fine or not?
Yeah, well, what about you?
Yeah, forget it. You don't even know how I get some. I've just had a fight with my wife. I'm getting a divorce.
Eh? But what is it? What is it? What is it?
I've just finished work. You know me.
Yeah,
I've just finished training. I've just got back to the hut and she hasn't done a thing. Is she crazy or what?
brother, listen. Maybe she's had a hard day too.
A hard day of what? I'm working, I'm training, I'm going home. The least I can do is what? She's done the food. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit down. I'm a homeboy. I sit down, it's a woman, she does the food. It's simple.
Listen, brother. She's working, then she comes home. She does the housework and takes care of the kids. That's normal, brother.
She's a woman. So as a woman, what's his job? Why did I get married? If that's the way it is, I'm going back to my mum.
But no, bro, you're not going to make a big deal out of it.
In any case, today's women are not like they used to be. Did you see that?
Tonight you're going to training. You're going to get the food at the restaurant and all that.
But if I do it every night, I'll end up overdrawn, brother.
But no.
How do you do it? What's more, this isn't the first time she's done this? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times? Plus, it's not as if there's nothing at home. I do the shopping, I fill the fridge, I come back, she's not doing anything. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, but you've got to understand her, bro.
I'm not getting married for that. I didn't sign up for this.
It's not as if she does nothing during the day.
I'm getting divorced next time anyway, and you don't understand anything anyway. You're not a real man. You're a pussy.
You're the one who doesn't understand. You've got to help your wife. You've got to help her.
What? Helping his wife? Do you think my name is Cinderella or something? I don't know why I'm talking to you.
The husband leaves the room annoyed and disappointed that his friend does not support him. The audience can't convince him to show more respect and equality towards his wife. In this last scene, 2 friends are walking down the street and come across some young people. One of the friends takes out his phone. The other immediately tells him to put it away because there are Arabs next to them and they're thieves. Let's listen to their conversation.
Don't you take prints with your phone? Please put your phone away.
Why?
You see, we're on the housing estate, and you're going to get it stolen. You know, last time I was with my phone, and it was stolen by an Arab, and I don't want the same thing to happen to you.
What do you mean with an Arab? That's racist talk.
Listen, you're a nice Arab. You're not like the others.
What nice Arab? Zerma, there are nice Arabs and bad ones, but you're sick.
Yes, there are good guys and bad guys. You're nice. They're bad company and all that.
Wait. What does that mean?
If you go, hold on, sir, we don't talk like that.
Look, we know you Arabs. Look at that. You were on your own, and then you brought your colleague. What's that?
But what's that? What does that mean?
But we know you. You start at 1, and by the end, it's 10. I don't want to have any problems with you.
What are you insinuating?
Don't touch me, or I'll press charges.
What do you mean?
Bakey tells your colleague to leave.
But he's not my colleague. What you're saying is racist.
No, that's not racist. I want you to understand.
Bakey loses his temper and grabs his friend, pushing him backwards. The audience won't be able to come up with a sufficient response amidst the laughter of the actors. To round off the evening, Delila interviews the audience.
You think inclusion is easy?
Well, inclusion is inevitably complicated. but at the same time it's not very complicated when you accept it.
And find out about the reality of inclusion?
Of course, of course.
And what surprised you then?
What about the questionnaire?
For example,
As a general rule about inclusion. Inclusion is a vast subject, it's pretty straightforward, but it's managed with more difficulty than anything else.
and were there any answers that surprised you?
Depending on the questions we've had at different stages. Yes, of course there were questions and I was surprised to learn that 1 billion people are disabled. That was a really surprising answer. I had absolutely no knowledge of it.
The event was closed by Delila from the Aux Couleurs du Débat Association. She was also our reporter and made this video editing. I'm going back to my planet Erasmus. See you soon for new adventures. Thank you for watching this EU-funded web series.